So this is the Altos Market Action Index report, and it answers the question, how's the market? First thing you see is it updates every day. You'll see the date. This is the date I'm recording it at. The second thing is this is showing houses, single-family residences, and you can toggle over to condos. Let's go back to houses. And as I mentioned before, if you want to do some other city, you can just type in by city or zip code up here, and it will change the location. So, how's the market? This says that as of today, it's a slight seller's advantage in Palm Springs for single family residences, even though it also says that that has been trending down more towards a buyer's market, which would be this part of the graphic, and but prices remain stable. Now, over on the right, it gives you a very real, quick snapshot of the market profile, looking at these 9 data points I mentioned and median list price of new listings, price per square foot, et cetera, et cetera. And so one thing you might see jumps out at you is that the median list price is $1,249,000, but the new listings are being priced below that. I guess some people are paying attention to the market action index and realizing they're going to have to price more aggressively if they want to sell. So as you scroll down, you see there's individual graphs for each of those different data points. And the nice thing about these is that they're interactive. So one is the 7-day average and one is the 90-day average. You can go along here and check out what's been happening. If you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see it looks at 4 different price segments. And if you want to see any of those graphs based on any price segment, you just click that off and that changes. So this is kind of interesting. Looking at the median list prices, we see that at the lower end of the market, it's been relatively flat. And in the middle, so in this segment here, you do see a pop-up as well as in the high end. And guess what? That was back in 2021 when the market was going crazy. So you see what's going on there. Let's look at another graph. Average days on market. Wow, this is all over the place. Let's take out the segments. We dipped way down at one point. Again, 2020, 2021, when things were pretty crazy as we got back into 2022 and rates went up and you got the Airbnb rules in Palm Springs changed and you got more people selling. Well, now here's where we are in 2024. Let's look at price per square foot. Wow. We're all the ways down here, popped up to here, and has remained relatively stable. But it told you that on the first screen as well. Market segments. All segments, the price per square foot went up. So as you probably know, across the board, Palm Springs real estate is worth more today in 2024 and probably going forward than it was pre-pandemic. Let's look at another one of these. Inventory. Wow, how's the inventory doing? Went way down, and now it's kind of back to where it was as well pre-pandemic. Price increases. Don't see too much of that going on. Price decreases. Those have come way up. Should not be a surprise. Of course, there's been a lot of inventory. Wow, this is all over the place. So, yeah, if you look at the top end of the market compared to the bottom where the price decreases have gone. So sometimes we see in some of these markets that the top end is less affected than the mid because people just have more money to spend. And sometimes people at a lower price point, they're more budget constrained. But we also had a lot of people just got ahead of themselves on where they thought the market was. So that's the Altos Market Action Index report. You can subscribe to it. You can also subscribe to my channel. If you want to contact me, you can also share it on various social platforms as well. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, and tune in for more Palm Springs real estate.
Hi, I'm Ellis Posner. I'm a real estate broker, which I'm sure you've already figured out if you've watched the video this far. One of the things I specialize in is working with people remotely. You may not be local in the desert, you may not even be in California. Some of the clients I've had over the years haven't even been in the US. So what does that mean? If you're selling, I'm just going to handle everything for you without you being here. Of course, I'll need access to your home to show it and for inspections and appraisals. But as for signing the documents, that can all be handled electronically or with mobile notaries. If you're out of the country, that is a little bit different, but I've done it before and I can get it done for you. I've had seller clients over the years I've never even met, and there have been a few I never even spoke to, but that's kind of rare. I did everything with them with email and text. But these days, in most instances, we could do Zoom calls, regular phone calls, and text and email, and walk you through everything. You'll be really comfortable with the process. Now, if you're buying, chances are that you won't be purchasing without visiting the property in person at some point. Although there are buyers who first see the homes when I give them the keys, and thankfully they've all been happy with that outcome. But for most people, I'm going to be previewing the properties first, sending you some videos, maybe looping you in a live call when I'm at the property, and then I'll walk you through the paperwork, and in California that can be a lot of paperwork. When you do come into town, I'll be going with you to view homes and show you the area. But then if you leave and we need to get inspections done, whatever, I'm just going to take care of it. That's what I do. So again, the short version is I have a lot of experience working with people remotely. I've been licensed in California since 2004, and I've helped hundreds of buyers and sellers all over Southern California, maybe thousands, but like who's keeping score, right? That means I have the experience to help you achieve whatever your real estate objectives are. And as a broker, I have a higher level of licensing above the typical agent who is also a salesperson. So thanks again for visiting this channel and watching the video. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead, and that'll keep you up to date on what's going on and other fun things going on in Palm Springs. And remember to check out the links I put in the description for not only the Altos Market report, but also some active listings and what's recently sold. And those are real time. They just keep updating whenever you visit them.